Episode 7 of The Pretender is a fun one in the post-COVID era now that we're all infection control specialists. But back to Dexter comparisons, it finally struck me how Jarod also vets his victims. It's a bit more complex than Dexter, who is just looking for guilt to satisfy the code, though. Jarod is also looking for, like, what happened, who did what, and how can he prove it. And also finding information to set up his psychological torture scene, because they both like their victims to experience or at least empathize in some way with what their victims went through. And to that end, both of them are quite happy to sabotage various equipment to make their kill scene more believable and more accurate. And like, it's just highly illegal even with Jarod's altruistic motives. Also, in terms of finding the evidence, they're both very happy to break into places that they're not supposed to have access to find what they need. Jarod is a little bit more open in talking to people to find evidence. I mean, he's not threatened by jail if someone turns him in, although actually he does do a lot of illegal shit, so maybe. But yeah, he'll talk to people related to the case and try and find more information. But it also occurred to me, Dexter does sometimes do something similar. He'll create characters and do impersonations to try and get close to some people who know things about the guilt of his victim. So yeah, they both kind of do that. Jarod's whole thing is impersonation, but Dexter does that plenty too. Also, the way that Jarod does this psychological torture, especially in this episode, like, he's super creepy, the way that he taunts his victims and just, like, makes them experience the fear. Like, it's not that far off from Dexter. If he ever snapped, he would be absolutely terrifying, like, so much worse than Dexter. Also, one thing that's not Dexter related, at the end, he's in a pest control outfit, and it just made me think of Sylar for some reason. And throughout the episode, there are cockroaches, which, at least in the first season of Heroes, was a big theme, but I'm wondering if it's... The scene that I think of is when Sylar meets Claire's mum, like, goes to their house and meets Claire's mum. He's in a Primatech uniform, and that kind of gives me pest control vibes. And like, is that why I'm seeing that similarity, or is it just that they're both fucking creepy?